Story 1. The busy morning. Focus. Daily routines and social interactions. It was 7:30 a.m. and I was already in a hurry. I had an important meeting, but I realized I had left my phone at home. I'm on my way to the subway station, I thought, but I have to go back. Long time no see, a neighbor called out, trying to start a conversation. I felt bad, but I said, "I'm afraid so, but I can't talk right now. I'll be right back." I ran home, grabbed my phone, and headed to the station. I was stuck in traffic even on the bus ride to the station. "What's up?" my boss texted. I replied, "I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of something. Actually, I'm just running late." He replied, "Take your time, the meeting is delayed." Believe it or not, all that stress was for nothing. I took a deep breath and told myself, don't worry about it. Story 2. A new hobby. Focus. Trying new things and encouragement. My friend invited me to a salsa dancing class. At first, I had no idea how to move my feet. I told her, "I'm not sure if this is for me." She laughed and said, "Give it a try. It's not a big deal if you make a mistake." She was right. After an hour, I started to get the hang of it. I realized I was looking forward to it more than I expected. Even though I was out of breath, I felt great. "What do you think?" my instructor asked. I told him, "That makes sense now that you explained the rhythm." He encouraged me to do my best and not to take it for granted that I had natural rhythm. It was a great way to pass the time and meet new people. Story 3. The unexpected reunion. Focus. Socializing and catching up. I ran into an old college friend at a cafe. "How's it going?" I asked. We hadn't spoken in years. She told me she was looking for a new job. I said, "I'm sorry to hear that, but keep in touch and let me know if I can help." We decided to have a seat and talk for a while. We found out we had something in common. We both recently started learning photography. "I'm impressed," she said when she saw my photos. "Never mind the quality," I joked. "I'm still a beginner." Before we left, I said, "I'll get back to you about that job opening I heard about." It was a lovely afternoon, and I was in a good mood all day. Story 4. A minor incident. Focus. Accidents and problem solving. Yesterday, I witnessed someone get into an accident on the street. It wasn't a major crash, just a fender bender. I stopped to see if everyone was okay. One driver was very angry, but I told him, "Stay calm. It doesn't matter whose fault it is right now. Let's just call the police." I told the other driver, "Don't get me wrong, but you should pay attention to the signs next time." He was in shock but said, "I'm relieved to hear that no one is hurt." I stayed until the police arrived because I wanted to do a favor for the person who wasn't at fault. Afterward, I was exhausted and went home to take a nap. Story 5. The job interview. Focus. Work and decisions. I had a job interview this morning. I was so nervous that I felt like I was out of my mind. The interviewer asked, "What do you think is your biggest strength?" I took a moment to make up my mind and then answered honestly. I said, "I always do my best to get along with my coworkers." The interviewer nodded and said, "That makes sense. We value teamwork here." Toward the end, she asked if I had any questions. I said, "I was wondering if you could tell me about the company culture." She explained it well, and I said, "I'm looking forward to hearing from you." Now, it's up to her to decide. Just in case, I'm still applying for other roles.